All right, hey, it's Rob. It is the last day of 2022. Happy New Year, and I'm going to go out now and try to kill my Maverick. I got two cameras going for you today. There I am. This one's at a little bit of a weird angle. Sorry, but it's just where I can fit it into the truck. And we've got another one pointed down, and I've got the exposure pretty low so you can see where I am on the rotary gear selector. Now, I thought of this because I was taking a drive. We were on a little trip a couple weeks ago, and by accident, I somehow knocked the transmission from drive to park. I was reaching for a drink or something, and I flipped it into park very briefly. I freaked out, panicked, and immediately switched it back to drive, and everything was okay. But it got me thinking, what would happen if you really selected the different gears as you were moving? I'm sure Ford's thought of this, and hopefully there are some safety measures in place. I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay, but let's find out what happens if you select the different gears as you are heading down the road. So right now, let me adjust that angle real quick, and we're going in to drive. We are just going to tool around the neighborhood here. I really don't want to risk this freeway or anything like that. And just to see what happens if you're going, 25, 30 miles an hour, and you select the various gears as you're driving. It's the last day of 2022. I thought I had one more shot to kill my Maverick. Let's see what happens. We're going to start off with the easiest one, going into neutral. And there we are in neutral as we're driving. I'm revving the engine and nothing is happening. So we're in neutral for all intents and purposes. No different than if this was a manual vehicle and I tossed it into neutral as I was rolling. Nothing happens. I'm stopped at a light and I'm still in neutral, so it hasn't selected any other gear for me. I think basically what the gear selector wants to do is wants to put you in whatever gear you want to be in, but as safely as you want to do it. Back to drive, and whoop, there's a car coming. I don't want to get in an accident on the last day of the year. All right, and now we are driving, and I'm going to save the worst for last. So I'm going to try to see what happens here if I put the vehicle in park, and I leave it in park as we're going down the road, and let's see what happens. They'll make me a 2023 Maverick, right, if I mess this up. So we're in drive, and I'm selecting park, and I'm in neutral now, so I'm not able to move forward anymore. And I've got a message on the dash, which you can't see. It says gear selected will engage at low speed. It also says my reverse camera is unavailable. All right, I wish you could see all this, but I only have two cameras. So I am now coasting to a stop, and the vehicle is pretty much stopped. Park is flashing. Oh, and it throws me into park. All right, so here, let me point this up here. And it says, camera is unavailable. Please contact your dealership. So I got some kind of weird error message there about the camera. Let's say okay. And I'm going to put it in reverse. And my camera is indeed working. So, truck is still functioning. Continuing on and drive. This is the one I really don't want to do, but I assume something similar is going to happen when I throw it from drive to reverse. I'm in drive. I'm up to around 30 miles an hour. And now I select reverse. It's flashing, and I get the reverse camera. Look at that. There's my reverse camera working, and I'm in neutral. And what I assume is going to happen is it really is going to throw me into reverse when I am at a safe enough speed to do it. This might not be a lot of fun at all. I'm really going to slam it into reverse, I'm afraid. But, we are, in fact, stopping, and we're going backwards. There you go. Even my reverse camera is showing me we're going backwards. All right, so That was lots of fun. Whew. We lived to see another day. Back into drive, and I'm going to go home and change my underwear. So there you go. It's the rotary gear selector on the Maverick, which people complain about, and I read a post, and someone said, what if my dog knocks it into a different gear or whatever? Well, now we know the answer. Nothing really happens. It will just eventually try to get you to the gear that you were trying to be in. It may take a little while, but it'll eventually select that gear for you. And as of now, the vehicle is still functioning. How about that? I got this back in January, and I am almost a year into my Maverick ownership. Somehow I haven't destroyed it. I am averaging, 28 miles per gallon or so. By the way, this is an EcoBoost, so I can't really vouch for what's going to happen with the hybrid as far as selecting gears. The hybrid's a different vehicle, so please don't take any of this as expert advice. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time, and that applies to pretty much everything in my life. But this will at least give you a little bit of information if you own the EcoBoost on what would happen if you end up selecting a gear that you don't want while the vehicle is moving. Beyond that, I can't offer any advice. I mean, this is an electronic transmission. If you have just a normal transmission, like if this truck was 20 years older and you threw it to reverse on the highway, I think the same thing that happened to some kids that I know in high school who tried that with their Camaro, which was that the transmission fell out and somebody behind the car ran it over on the Lodge Expressway in Detroit. So let that be a lesson to you. And to all, I'm going to say thank you for a good 2022. I made a lot of Maverick videos. A lot of people watched them, and I really appreciate you guys liking the video, subscribing, all that kind of stuff. Since I have not killed the Maverick, it lives to see another day, and it will live to see another Maverick video soon. So stay tuned to this channel. Happy New Year. Be safe out there, and we'll see you later.